Getting in shape and building a good body is not that difficult. It's a simple process that you have to follow over a course of some time, and then you'll get results. So when I was looking at the internet, when I was scrambling through stuff back in the days, I know, a few years ago, they were saying stuff like you have to eat 8 times a day, you have to train for 3 hours, you have to do like a bunch of stuff. It made me feel like I was an outlier. If you're overly skinny or if you're overweight, like you're kind of on the extreme, genetically you're more predisposed to some type of body. For example, skinny. What's more, you don't have to consume tons of gainer shakes or eat 7, 8, 9 times a day. And so people make it sound like a rocket science. Getting in shape is not that difficult. The more challenging part was not really the knowledge, but more like the consistency part of it. You have to be a bit more consistent with the program that you have chosen, with the diet that you have chosen. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video. And so right off the bat, what do you think is an aesthetic physique? What is a good looking body for you? Is it a V-taper, or do you want to look like a bodybuilder, or do you want to have 7% body fat like Cristiano Ronaldo? I don't know. You have to decide for yourself, because depending on what you think is an aesthetic body, you have to take your next steps, right? You have to choose what you want to do. In my old video right here, I explained what is an aesthetic body for me personally. You don't have to agree with that, and my opinion hasn't really changed. Aesthetic body for me means aesthetically pleasing to look at. It's not only about the looks, but also about functionality, also about mobility, also about how good you feel in your body and how good your body can serve you. It sounds a bit philosophical. I don't want to just look good. I also want to feel good, and I want my body to serve me in ways that I want it to serve me. You don't just want to improve your body, you also want to improve your life. So from my own observation, I found athletes to have the best body. I'm not gonna lie, being a bodybuilder looks pretty good, right? You're jacked, you have huge muscles, you have huge biceps and whatever. That's pretty impressive. But also, you don't need to look like that. More doesn't necessarily mean better in this case. I like the way football players look. They have the best bodies. They have developed legs. They're pretty low fat in my opinion, and they also look good in general. They're jacked, fast, healthy, and demanding of their bodies. That means they're putting their bodies to test. At the same time, you can see that they don't really spend 24 hours at the gym. Obviously, they have to train hard cardio and running around and drills, but they also do have a time for themselves, social life. They also have stuff to do. If you're a skinny dude, there are 3 basic things that you need to do, and that's about it. Of course, you can take this to a whole different level. You can be as meticulous as you want, as theoretical as you want, but I'm gonna break it down to very simple 3 parts, which is gonna cover almost everything for you. Number 1 is simplify and master your diet. Number 2 is gonna be build a solid workout program. And number 3 is stick to it for 4/6 months. The more, the better, obviously. You wanna keep it as a lifestyle. Number 1, simplify your diet. This might be the most crucial part of the video, because your diet determines 80% of your results. Now, you know this phrase, right? Abs are made in the kitchen. You don't make abs at the gym by working out or doing plunges, which means if you wanna get lean, you have to make changes in the kitchen. Or if you wanna bulk up, build some muscle. It doesn't really matter how hard you train. It doesn't really matter what kind of workout program you're following. If you're not getting enough calories, protein, or whole foods, you're not gonna grow. You're not gonna change. And so obviously you have to talk about protein and calories, especially if you're a skinny guy who's trying to bulk up. Calories is gonna be number 1. Now, I know it's not that glamorous or it's not that popular thing nowadays, because everyone's supposed to be focused on protein intake and everyone's just like skyr yogurts, protein shakes, yada yada, meat steak. Those things are good, right? They're gonna help you achieve your goals faster or just make you feel better because you're eating good foods. But what you have to really focus on is getting enough calories by eating good food. And so I don't want to overcomplicate this video. I'll keep it very simple. Calories is the king, right? Calories is the most important thing. If you want to bulk up, eat more than you burn. Simple. Number 2, focus on protein. If you want to be really nerdy with it, consume 2 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight, or 1 pound of protein per pound of body weight. But if you want to keep it simple, again, eat normal amount of protein every meal. It doesn't have to be scientifically accurate or true. When it comes to frequency of eating, eat every 2 to 3 hours at least. If you go more than that, then you're just kind of starving your body. You have to keep your body nourished so they can replenish the energy that was spent at the gym. Let's say rebuild the muscles that was destroyed there. And if you're still not seeing any results, just keep it simple. Simplify it. Go the easy route. Just use gainer shakes. Make a gainer shake using normal ingredients, whole foods like banana, oats, peanut butter, protein powder, honey, add whatever you want, right? Spinach, strawberries, whatever, and make like 1000 calories gainer shake. It's almost like a cheat code. You don't have to eat that much chicken breast and broccoli and rice. That's boring. Just choose the easy route, which can just give you results faster and better and quicker. Number 2 is going to be build a solid workout program. Now again, to make it extremely simple, not overcomplicated, I would just stick to full body workout routine. Opt for compound movement exercises like pull-ups, squats, bench press, deadlifts, and work out around 2 to 3 times a week. The interesting thing here to mention is that you don't have to work out a lot. You see these Hollywood actors or other people saying like you have to work 3 hours a day or 5 5 hours a day, like you have to work out a lot, you have to destroy your body. That's not really true. 45, 50, 55 minutes, maximum 1 hour, and go home. That's gonna be more than enough for you to destroy your muscles and activate protein synthesis. And I guess the most important part when it comes to workout is progressive overload. Now you can't go to the gym every single day and do the same type of weights. You have to improve in some type of way. You have to lift more weights or do more sets or more reps. In some way you have to be growing and challenging your body, because when you're doing progressive overload, that's when you actually push your body to become stronger. And lastly, don't neglect cardio and stretching. Now this might not really build muscle for you, but it's definitely gonna keep your body in shape. It's gonna keep you flexible. Otherwise you're gonna be tight. You'll have back pain, you have joints pain. Don't neglect that. And number 3 is stay consistent for 6 months. The problem is a lot of people say, for example, if you're obese or if you're trying to lose fat, or on the contrary, like me or many other people, you're trying to bulk up and build some muscle, or when you just simply want to look good in your clothes. The problem is that they're not consistent enough. Be consistent with the right things for some period of time, and then you're gonna see results. People go to gym for a couple of weeks, say, I don't see any results, and then quit. Now what I used to do before when I was going to gym and working out is I would just open my notes app on my iPhone and would just like write bench press this many kilograms for this many sets and reps, etc, etc. Now that's all cool, right? That's fine. You can track your workouts like that, or you can write in your notebook or whatever. But I found a better way to actually track your workouts and keep a log of your activity. I found this app called Heavy. You basically put in whatever you did this week, and the next week you go, for example, you're trying to do pull-ups, right? It shows you exactly how much you did the last time, so you don't have to remember those things. And so overall it just helps if you take photos of yourself, if you track your progress, if you track your calories, if you track your protein for some time, at least for a couple of months. Try to get quality sleep, as simple and as basic as it sounds, but also try to live with circadian rhythms. And that means waking up when the sun is up, going to sleep when the sun is down, or waking up and going to the balcony and opening the blinds and getting some sunlight into your eyes so that your body wakes up. And so living in circadian rhythms, it's not exactly about just fitness, it's more like living with the natural cycle of life. Because if your lifestyle is good, if you're managing your sleep, if you're managing your recovery, your workouts and diet, it's just way easier for you to manage other things in life. If you have something going on, if you're traveling, doing something fun with your friends, going out here, going out there, like you have a dynamic and vibrant life, it's not really viable, or it's not really realistic for you to be sticking to a workout routine which demands a lot of energy and time from you, or which demands a lot of meticulous planning when it comes to your meals and stuff like that. Like you have to simplify some stuff, because otherwise you become a high maintenance product. You become addicted to your supplements, your protein shakes, your gym membership, your specific workout exercises, routines, whatever machines. Like you don't need that much stuff. You have to try to simplify things for your own sake, because things will happen. You might get sick, or you might travel here and there. And so that's why the quest is not really to get in shape, but it's also to stay in shape, because getting in shape is half the job. But if you're not able to stay in shape, if you're not able to be, let's say, vital or functional, if you're not able to be flexible, if you're not able to, like from my own example, I play football sporadically, right, from time to time. If I'm not in shape, I go play football, the next day I cannot get up because everything hurts, I'm so sore. And I don't want that. I want to be fast, and I want to be agile, I want to be functional and flexible, and at the same time I want to look good, as obvious as it is. So the bottom line is, it's not about building the most perfect workout program or diet plan, but it's more about a plan which minimizes the energy, time and resources that you spend on maintaining or upkeeping yourself. Getting in a good shape and staying in a good shape should not be costly to you. And so the main question is, can you do it in a sustainable way? I don't know about you, but for me, if the answer is yes, then I win. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.